Hi everybody. For some reason, this is the only channel that I can go live on. It's Lasha Rianko. If you've never been to Lasha Rianko, here I am, and you've reached the channel High Voltage. And I do have 3 channels. So this is one, L&L Soul Sisters. When you type my first name, Lasha Rajanko, into YouTube, 3 channels will pop up. And this is the first channel that pops up, and this is where I do and conduct my lives. I started a new playlist today, and I saved part 1 in reference to Jordan Peterson and the lies that he spewed out about benzodiazepine withdrawal and the healthcare system, and what his patients said were just all lies. And oh my goodness. And I really just simply wanted to conduct one video. However, I'm conducting the live here and now because I need to stay busy, and this has been a subject that has been bothering me, that I've been procrastinating. This video that I watched was conducted 4 years ago, and I did a lot of digging. So at any rate, if you decide to subscribe to Lasha Rajanko, which I'm the host of High Voltage, which is the channel above or below, if you decide to subscribe, which basically means enjoy the content or come in and visit once in a while, subscribe to High Voltage, because all of the footage from Lasha Rayanko, all of the footage from L&L Soul Sisters is all on this channel. And if as many people that enjoyed the content on Instagram and Facebook would subscribe to this channel, the non-donation charity would finally come to fruition, and Layman So would receive his $200. What is so hard about it? So at any rate, I'm a little bit upset because for those of you that watch the channel, you do not need an explanation. So when I turn around the camera, I will put on my best face. Now, okay, so this is what it's about today. Episode 2, Jordan Peterson's experience withdrawing from the deadly devil's drug, anything benzo. If you ever hear, or the doctor wants to prescribe you with anything that ends with zo, ask a question and do some research. And don't forget, doctors, nurses, lawyers, elites, us little people, we know how to research. See, I thought at the beginning of me starting this channel, with the injury that I sustained, that I have not been able to find in Canadian femur break history a doctor breaking your knee. Do you know how many people, and how do I know? Because people tell me. And, you know, this one gentleman, and he's a gentleman, I used to buy my grass from him before it became legal in Canada. And he told me that he used to sell CM, Coca-Cola, um, Cracker Jacks, to doctors and lawyers. And I swear to you, I think this surgeon who decided, this genius, to smash two holes in my knee and put the femur at the front of my leg instead of the side, was on an acid trip that day. But anyway, so I thought that would be enough for people to sign the petition and hit subscribe, because 3/4, actually not 3/4, 2/3 of what I make from this YouTube channel are going to Lamon, are going to people that have been injured and they don't have money because they can't work anymore. And so they're on disability, and people look at them like they're losers, and they're not. So, Jordan Peterson, based on the interview conducted with Jordan Peterson and his daughter, coupled with the recent episode on Piers Morgan Uncensored with Candace and Mike, as Jordan calls his daughter. And I just put that because I don't know how to spell Michaela. Origin. This episode, basically meaning the one that I watched. So this episode outraged me based on my experience. A fully Canadian healthcare system that supports elites, not lower class. And by the way, there is no such thing as middle class anymore. If you're interested at all in Jordan Peterson, in my opinion, and in my opinion, I think that Jordan Peterson's a screaming toddler, as I said in episode 1, which is on the High Voltage playlist under Jordan Peterson episode 1. Wait, where am I? Oh, if you're interested at all in Jordan Peterson, in my opinion, I think he's a screaming toddler. Who is Michaela Peterson? And this is no prejudice against her. I feel really bad for her. I cannot get a feel of her personality, as because of her father, I believe, in my opinion, she does not know who she is, which even as a duo citizen, Canadian and American, being married to a U.S. citizen, whatever the hell that means. And if you're not crazy, you'll understand what I'm talking about and what the above statement means. Meaning, married to a U.S. citizen, meaning if all of us were altruistic and good people and there weren't games like Survivor and manipulation which influence people and children, you know? And so, anyways, I think he flat out lied. And what bothers me about lying is that based on the audience that this man had, he could have made a difference telling the truth. And what really gave it away was not only his behavior, but the defensiveness of his daughter. So the defensiveness in his daughter hang on a minute. The defensiveness of his daughter came out in the recent interview of Piers Morgan Uncensored with Candace Owens and Michaela Peterson. She was so defensive, and this interview was from 4 years ago. So I went digging, And I asked myself a lot of questions like, who is Jordan Peterson? Where did he go to school? What subjects or courses would you enroll in? What degrees does he have? What do you study in those degrees? And I typed in specifics like benzos and the course and how many minutes and hours are devoted to that in school. But when I researched everything, it came to be that after 15 years of research, they finally let it out to the public, which means that the doctors and the elites knew about the addiction of benzodiazepines from the time they put it on the market. But 15 years later, because, court cases were being, the government was being sued, the FDA was being sued back in the 80s about benzodiazepines. So this was in the 80s, this came about, and it was about Librium. And he graduated, and not only graduated, but started his teaching at Oxford or Harvard in the 80s. And then he sits there in this interview with his daughter, but he didn't know the side effects? Come on. So if you're interested in this video, I'll be on Lasha Rajenko Live. But if you decide to subscribe, High Voltage is the one to do. And I'll just say this at the beginning of every single video. Please like, and even if you don't like it, leave a comment, because comments can change people's lives. Like, for instance, when people were giving Nikki Klein such a difficult time about Nexium and Keith Raniere, I was very interested in that, and she's disappeared. I don't have any connections on how to get a hold of her, but I left some very, very encouraging comments, because I was in a cult. Jenny Craig. Yeah, that's Jenny Craig. Yeah, that's me. I think I was 34 then. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Anyways, also on High Voltage, yeah, it looks like a toddler did it, but you know what? Hit me with your best shot. And I'm Canadian, and I think that Trump putting tariffs on Canada is pathetic. Also, yeah, he's going to make America great again, but you know what he's going to do? He's going to ruin good Canadian lives, and we do not deserve that. Also, for those of you that know why, is that correct? Yeah, for those of you that know why I started this channel, is because of a medical malpractice. Oh, I can't show my knee right now. However, I can go on my toes now. And I know I haven't had toe practice, but even though these are from Amazon, I know how they fit me. I know that they're a bit too big, and I know that you can have them fitted, but I can't afford that right now. But these are okay to practice in and be careful in, so I'm not doing anything stupid. But do you know how it's like? So for example, I'm just practicing balance. That's it. And then maybe a little bit, like so. And then I know to go down. So I'm very aware of my body. But for those of you that have had concerns, I absolutely, absolutely appreciate it. Oh my God, that was close up the whole time. Anyhow, so this is what I'll be talking about tonight on this channel live. Jordan Peterson, Piers Morgan, Candace Owens, and Canadian medical malpractice, Canadian life, because it changes your life, Canadian immigration and Trump. Tried to type in tariffs. I think Doug Ford should run for prime minister. I'm going to talk about the benzodiazepines, okay? So he was hiding a severe addiction, and I am not cursing anybody who has an addiction, okay? But no, I said but, so there is something inside me that because of society, even though we've all experienced addiction, like working, whew, that was a big one. But his behaviors, you could tell that he was hiding something severe that would have ruined his career. And also depression runs in the family, and there have been videos about Michaela talking about hang on a minute. Okay, so I'll talk about Michaela in a minute. Depression, mental awareness, and why it matters that celebrities speak out loud, because when they speak out loud, if they do, speak the truth, because vulnerable people revere celebrities, that culture. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. No, and it's not for children. And then I think I just hit live, and then it goes live. So is this going to work? No. Do I have to type all that in again? Click done and then click go live to start streaming. Okay. So what's going on then? Oh, wait. Okay, so we'll all figure this out. Hang on a minute. All right, there we go. I'll figure this out, and I'll be on Lasha Rajanko live in about an hour. Sarah, MM, Random Citizen, Trevor, Feisty Kitty, Saucy, PJs, Toxie Roxy, did I say Sarah? And what about Moon? And what about Saucy Out, Care Give Out, Care One, Avril, Jennifer, Ryder, T-Bird, come join me in an hour, okay? And the reason I put those videos up is I can't believe that I'm on my toes with that knee break. And it's a miracle. Yeah, I have to start this whole thing all over again. I just don't get it. That's why, you all know that Trevor's Life and Legos were collaborating. And I thought that a really cool collaboration name might be Tell Us 101. This is what pops up on my computer when I turn it on. Always Meghan Markle. What? It's been up for an hour and it's got, okay, if I type up Meghan Markle, let's just see what comes up. Oh, and this is why these two are so disgraceful. Talking about mental health, it's almost like they're mocking us. So 32 minutes about the sun. Is Megxit over? Why do people care? Because she's 100% a nuisance. It's not a secret. But anything that has Meghan Markle and Prince Harry or the Sussexes, it goes wild. And I just wanted to say that Cheer Denise, I wrote to her and I told her, I said, you are going to be bigger than, I'm not going to say which channel, in no time. And I said, you're going to need an assistant because you're not going to be able to keep up with all the comments. And she's very conservative, 3 children. Her and Lady C had a row. I can see them sitting on the couch together speaking. And I said that on Thursday, December the 30th of 2025. See? Cheer Denise. 65,900 people, 69,900 people are interested in Cheer Denise's content. And do you know that she refuses to take super thanks? And she is an honest woman. And you bet your bottom dollars, I'm telling you right now, she will be with Lady C. You watch. Also, I predicted that Brittany from the Royal News Network, and one day, Brittany, I really hope you find this. So the Royal News Network, here I'm typing with here we go, Royal News Network. I wrote Brittany and I told her, I said, Brittany, this was about a year ago. I said, in a year, I said, you are going to be on Dan Wooden. I even joined, no, I never did join her channel, but I joined this lady's channel, TNT UK, one of my favorites. I did join her channel. She's like me. She's very inclusive, and oh, somebody accused her of bullying, and she did
Wix.
She was defending herself. She was defending herself, and I didn't understand why the hell she would have to defend herself, because she bullied one person on Twitter apparently. Oh, baloney. And she has such a conscience that it would have made her feel terrible. Anyways, her name's is Ems.
And in today's video, we're going to be discussing the divorce rumours.
Uh-oh.
I've done a short video over on my Bite-Sized Tea. Remember, if you want
Don't
to
forget
check
to
out
like.
shorter videos, that is the channel for you. They're 5
You
to
always
10
have to
minutes
take
long.
care of the
So go to the end
people
of this
that
video
you
and will see a
care
circle
about, because
with
how many
little ads
seconds did
that
this take
head you
me?
to Bite-Sized Tea. So for those of you,
Just
in
to
fact,
let
if you have
Ems
got a
know
few
I'm
hours video,
here.
I can't find your
Always a
channel.
like.
Where is it?
Always
click
a like.
on that at the end of the video and it will take you straight there. Or I will put a
Okay?
link in the description.
That's how long it takes. Just to let the person know that you've watched their video.
Below.
Now, I don't have time to watch it. Sorry, Ems. Actually, I already watched this one on my... Yeah, I already watched that one. All right, so that's that. And anyways, you can look up Brittany for... Oh, no, I've got to start the Lasha Live. Okay, I'll be back in an hour. I have to restart this again. So, and then Trevor asked me, why is your camera... what you call it? Computer black and white. And I said, well, because it's a crappy computer. Not because it's a crappy computer. It's because it's it's 2.5 years old. And my uncle bought me this computer, and I'll use this computer until the day that she decides to go. So I need to type all of that back in again. So now I will type it in a more orderly fashion. And always don't forget. Oh, and because I always like to announce Grimsby News. Sorry, this is my diary. okay. Hang on. No, I'm just kidding. You can just stare at me. Alright, so today is Thursday the 30th, right? Because I like to announce Grimsby, Beamsville local news, and I've not been doing that at a fierce pace, but I just wanted this lady to be known. In-Home Veterinary Services, Dr. Katie Sum, Compassion Animal Veterinarian. If I were to give her a score out of 10, well, I'd give her a 15. Also, she was here for 2 hours, okay? She says that it doesn't matter. She was here for 2 hours. So, providing quality mobile veterinary services to homes in the Niagara and Hamilton regions. Phone number 905-401-4487. Email dr.kate, KATIESUM, Katie Sum at ihvs.ca. Social media at DKATIESUM. Thank you, Dr. Katie. All right. Oh, there was also a horrible accident in Grimsby, and a gentleman passed, and it was a driving accident, and I shan't forget. Oh, Meghan Markle sparks debate as fans spot and gauge something. That just came up in my feed. I'll be back in an hour. I need to hydrate. All right, bye-bye. I'll see you soon, and thanks for hanging in, okay? I do appreciate it.